What up guys, how are we all doing? I hope you guys are doing especially well. Before we start, I do want to do a quick little updatery thingo. So, I've been thinking, I've been having a good long think about sort of what I want to do with this channel and where I want to go. You guys know I've been pretty much just Entropia universe for, the last couple of months to sort of, get into the swing of some stuff. I've decided that I'm going to be branching out, going with one of my original plans, which is doing some let's play kind of gameplay stuff, and also doing some live streams while also doing some Entropia universe stuff. So I think in the sheer volume of Entropia universe content, it's probably going to be maybe 2 videos a week. I will also do some streaming on Entropia Universe as well, so there'll also be streaming content, probably on a Saturday, my time, or more likely a Friday evening, your time, where we can all just kind of hang out, chat, all that sort of stuff. I will also be finishing my Enclave Let's Play. I will be finishing my Enclave. I'm thinking about, I have a few other games in mind that I want to do. The video that you're seeing now, which is probably, should be up Friday evening or early, Friday morning, depending on where you live. My Saturday and Sundays I'm going to be using to record and play and all that sort of stuff, and then I'll start uploading things on Monday. Now, there will be a couple of videos out each day. But yeah, there will be a minimum of 2, maybe 3 Entropia Universe videos a week, depending on whatever I'm doing in-game. But then there will be 2 or 3 other games that I'm currently playing that I want to record and all that sort of stuff. So, keep an eye out for that sort of stuff. And as you can tell from the title of today's Hunting Arkadia, we're hunting some Tiarak. Now, we've got 50 PED worth of universal ammunition, and we have our LR25. We're just going to be getting down, and we're going to be, getting down and dirty and hunting these little bastards. Now, I have hunted these guys a little bit. I, in fact, did a hunting, I actually already did this video maybe 2 days ago, but I wasn't happy with how I was trying to rush myself. I tried to get it to, around 15-20 minutes, but I didn't like the fact that I was rushing myself, and, I like to just sort of go with the flow, go at my own pace hunting these guys, or just hunting in general. I don't want to give myself a time restraint sort of thing. I figured you guys are able to regulate what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see a, watch a 30-minute video, that's completely up to you guys. I don't have to police that. It's not my job to make sure that videos are of a small length, so I can see, a percentage number go up. Oh, that was pretty good. Nearly 8. Yeah, it was about over 8.5 PED loot. Nice. So, as normal, we're not, with the Hunting Arkadia, we're not looking to make a profit as such. If I wanted to make a profit, I'd be using a few, several hundred PEDs, not, 50 PED. I'll be hunting with several hundred, and then just cycling, and cycling. That's what I want. That's what I'll do. Now, I have hunted these guys before, and these guys do drop some pretty damn good stuff, so I'm hoping with the 50 PED of universal ammunition, that should theoretically be enough to show off what these guys tend to drop. Now, I do need to be careful, because I cannot take on the Stalker level guys, the level 28 Stalkers, with the armor that I have. I can sort of take the level 25 Prowlers. Ooh, some Papillon. Oh, sick, 165. I swear Arkadia drops more fruit. I swear they just drop more fruit more frequently. I swear. But yeah, the level 5s I could take, but these guys, these level 8s here, nah, mate. I cannot take them on. I need to get better armor, which I'm thinking about saving up and getting a, better set of armor. I'm also going to be doing some melee hunting as well, because as far as I'm aware, hunting, from what I've seen, doing melee hunts, the stuff, like the skill points that you get, those skill points go more towards increasing your health than the range combat does. So, I'm going to be... There's a Dom, cool. I'm going to be doing more melee hunts as well. So I'm going to have a look and see what's on the auction house. And auction house here in Arkadia. And then, yeah. Now I did mention in the previous Hunting Arkadia that I'm going to be heading back to Calypso. I'm probably going to wait a little while to head back to Calypso, actually, because the test that I want to do, I can do it at any time. But I figured instead of wasting my time traveling from Arkadia back to Calypso to do this test, I can stick around here and then just, finish up what I want to finish up here in Arkadia, and then head off to, head back to Calypso to do the thing that I want to do. The thing that I want to do. There is a few things that I also want to do here on Arkadia as well, so... it'll be, yeah, it'll just be what it'll be. As for the Entropia universe content that I'm going to be uploading throughout the week, at least one of them will be a Hunting Arkadia video, obviously. I am thinking about getting into mining as well, so, doing some mining here on Arkadia. Just to see how much I like it. And, yeah, if there's anything else that I want to do, obviously, like a... Oh, what would it be? Like an experiment or a, any sort of challenge thing. Like, I do want to do a week of nothing but sweat hunting to see what would happen if I did nothing but sweat hunting. Because I am curious to see what would happen just swanting for an entire week. I do have the time to do that as well. So it would literally be 5-6 hours of swanting each day. That will probably be in a couple of weeks. Once I've got some stuff sort of stored and backed up and all that sort of stuff. Because I do also write, and I'm working on an anthology. Not really an anthology, so well, it is technically an anthology. It's a collection of short stories. I like writing short stories, and my plan is to write one and release it on the Amazon Prime or Kindle Direct Publishing, I think that's called. Yeah, the Kindle Direct Publishing thing. I'm considering uploading the publishing the book to there once every quarter, so once every 3 months, because I do write a lot of short stories and I would like to at least put them out there. I did consider having a blog site where I write my short stories and have my short stories there, and then get it to a point where I might be able to put ads on there and all that sort of stuff to make a little bit of extra scratch that way. From my writing, but I think this is a far more... I don't know, I think it's a better way of doing it. So someone will just always have it on their person if they want to read something. But I do also want to have a blog where I do some short stories as well, so I'm not actually sure what route I want to go down with that. If any of you guys are writers and have any suggestions, feel free to throw them out there. You know, it would just be, you know, it's just a side project. I mean, all of these are just projects, really, side projects in life. You know, this is my YouTube project. The writing is my writing project. My music is my music project. All that stuff. I'm also going to be working on building enclosures for insects and reptiles and stuff like that. Mainly because I find that a lot of the enclosures out there are either really, really cheap and really, really shit, or they're bullshit expensive, but they're, you know, pretty good. They're good, but they're bullshit expensive. So it's like, there's nothing really good in the middle range. You know, things that look aesthetically appealing, like aesthetically pleasing to the eye, but also having, you know, good practicality and good affordability and all that sort of stuff. I will be working on a few different projects. I like these guys. They're you know, this isn't all that they give, by the way. There's a lot that these guys give that I haven't that hasn't dropped yet. They do give a good variety. And if you're sitting here hunting for, like, you know, 2-3 hours, say you've got, you know, 500 to 1,000 PED worth of ammunition, and you're just sitting here hunting, you could, if you're cycling through, you could be here for a long time and come away with a good, you know, good set of scratch. You know what I mean? Just having a look around. There's a mature. What else is there? Let's see, there's mature. I know there was a stalker back that way. But it looks like there's some more happy chappies up this way. So we'll head up this way, and we'll get these guys. And once we finish the hunt, then I will probably... no, I'll probably just ride back to one of the places. So, you know, I'll do my classic pause, unpause, all that jazz. Pause, unpause, go to where I want to, you know, pause, go to where I want to go, unpause, show you guys all the stuff that we've got. And we can look at the final TT value, and then we can look at the markup. Because you got to remember, like, when hunting, markup is the key thing. Hunt for markup, not for trade terminal value. Of course, if you reach trade terminal value, or at least very close to the TT value, then you can look at it and be like, okay, I've probably made a profit here. If you guys are in it for the profit. Me, I will be, just not in these videos. I don't want to give people this weird sense of, oh, if I hunt these things, then oh, I'm for sure gonna make money. Because it is a bit of a lie. You gotta hunt smart. You gotta know what you're doing. Like, equate it to life, right? Let's say you're going out looking for gold. Right? You've got $50, maybe $100 on you. You know, you spend money and time traveling. You get to a destination where you've heard that there's gold. You know, or that there could be some gold around. And you get there. You know, you buy food, you buy your lunch, buy your dinner, whatever. You buy your, you know, you rent your hotel room, or if you're camping, that stuff costs money. So, you know, you're camping. And let's say you don't find any gold. You know, let's say you don't find any gold. It's kind of like Entropia Universe. You're going to spend some money initially for, you know, traveling, getting gear and all that sort of stuff. And you're going to be having a fun time hunting. Right? You're going to be having a fun time. Especially doing these missions and all that sort of stuff. You're going to have a decent time. But, you know, if you're hunting for just gold, and gold in this case would be globals or HOFs, sure, you might have it every so often, but it won't be enough to offset cost. So you really want to hunt for markup. So you want to be able to look for all of the things. Like if you're looking for gold, you know, you're not just going to look for gold, you know, you're going to look for gems, you're going to look for, you know, you're going to look for, you know, precious stones, which are also gems. I know, I'm an idiot. And you know, and if you brought a fishing rod, you're gonna fish. You know, you're gonna fish. You're gonna do a whole bunch of different stuff. Sure, your main goal is to find that gold. You know, the main goal of hunting is to get that big loot. But in the meantime, you're going to be hunting for the markup. If that makes any sense. Stop me if I make no sense. But in my opinion, that's what, you know, that's the important thing. Well, actually, I tell a lie. The important thing is to have fun while you're playing the game. Because if you're not having fun, then what's the point? You know, just like everything. Like, you know, if you're not having fun, then what's the point? And some people equate it to a job, right? But Entropia universe shouldn't be a job. Same with, like, looking for gold or looking, like, doing metal detecting, for instance. Because I like metal detecting. I haven't been out in a long time, and I really do want to head back out at some point to do some metal detecting. Because if you've never been metal detecting before, get a metal detector. You know, get, like, a Go Find or even a more expensive one if you really want to put money into it. But yeah, go metal detecting because it's quite fun. I recommend, if you get a battery powered one, I recommend getting rechargeable batteries in a rechargeable battery pack. That way, you know, you can charge them all and you don't need to keep spending, you know, because you don't need to keep spending a lot of money on batteries. Because here in Australia, batteries are pretty fucking expensive. If you want a 4-pack of double A's, for instance, you're looking at usually around $7 to $8. You know, but if you get what is it? If you get the rechargeable ones are a little bit more expensive, but they're rechargeable. So you know, you're spending a little bit extra to make sure you get, you know, as much. You're spending a little bit extra at the start so you don't spend as much in the long run. Which, come to think of it, that's just like buying land deeds. It's just like buying land deeds. Like in-game and shares and stuff. You're spending a good chunk of money at the start so you don't have to spend as much money in the long run. Yeah. It's like, I reckon if I wasn't on YouTube, I'd probably spend most of my time swanting and looking for fruit. And yeah, I wouldn't even deposit. But because I do these videos, I do feel I have to deposit just to make sure... Oh, there's not enough. Bugger. Let's split. Get that one. Convert. Excellent. So, you know, I do put money into this game mainly for the filming aspect, the recording aspect, and all that sort of stuff. Because, you know, I'm not going to do one 10 to 15 PED hunt a week for the camera. I'm going to do, you know, more hunts with more stuff. But at the moment, you know, I could probably get away with spending less money but doing more things in game off camera. But anyway, that's problems for me. That's not problems for you guys. So we are going to fly our ass back. There is probably something around here. I know there is like a some kind of building thing around here, but I don't think it has any terminals. I don't think it has any terminals. So yeah, I'm just going to fly back, and I will pause and unpause and all that glorious stuff, so I'll see you back at the terminals. Alright, well we're back at, where is this? This is the Firebase field. Now, I will say that the place that I was hunting was here. Okay? Right here. So if you want to go and like hunt these things yourself, over here. Alright? But just make sure you're ready, because there are a mix of level 8s all the way up to level 28s, so just be aware of that. Now, just at a glance, how much do I think I got? Let's see, 20, 35, maybe 40. I think I got 40 like maybe just over 40 PED back. That would be my guess. Oh no, 44.4, 44.71. It's not actually that bad. That's what is it? That's a loss of what, 10%? So I got about 90% back, which isn't too bad. Now you think about it, what if I was to just keep cycling through and say I had hundreds of PED to work with. If I had hundreds of PED to work with, then hypothetically, if I was to do that while also doing my free to play options, you could probably make a good, like, you can make a good bit of PED if you were to try to do this each day. Like, and I think a good goal to aim for is like maybe 10 PED a day. If you can make 10 PED a day, that's a good place to start, right? Because in 2 days, let's say 2 days of solid work, you get 10 PED a day. That's 20 PED, and that, you know, you'll be able to afford one of these Crystal Palace space stations, right? So if you're able to do that every 2 days, you can get one of these. You know, in like 3 months, you would have 50, 60 of these things, which will then give you some passive income. You know, it's just something to think about. Something to think about. Now, first of all, convert the ammunition and pop that bad boy in here. Now, I have cleaned up my my storage. I have cleaned up my storage. So let's go through together and let's have a look at the markup of this stuff. Starting with the wool. What is the markup of wool at the moment? 107.35% per month, and I think that will be the average. And it sells quite a good amount. So to me, that is a good one to keep. What about this one? What is this one? This is the animal hide. For the month, always go off for the month, because you know, these things can be really fucking shaky. So if you go off for the month, 111% for the month, and it sells, you know, nearly 2k of, you know, PED worth. So that can go in there. Now, let's have a look at the Tiarak nail. It doesn't sell that much. It's just a fact, it doesn't sell that much. It sells for an okay amount, but it doesn't sell that much. So I'm going to do some research, and some of this stuff that doesn't sell that much, I'm going to see if there's a crafting thing. You know, some kind of crafting thing that it could be useful for. So let's see. Animal eye oil, 102%, or just, you know, 102.04%. Sells a metric fuck ton. Right, sells an absolute metric fuck ton. But not for a high markup. So if I was to get 100 PED worth, you know, we'd be looking at, what? 102 PED that we could sell it for? You know? Animal oil residue. Doesn't sell for a whole hell of a lot. Like, at all. But we can use it in crafting, I do believe. I do believe we can use it in crafting. Let's look at these paints before we move on to the good stuff. Well, the other good stuff. Blue steel. Doesn't sell a whole lot, but when it does sell, it sells for 121, or just over 121%. So, hey, if you can find a buyer. Navy. Sells, you know, half a thousand, like, you know, 572.9 PED sold in the last month at an okay markup, 130%. If that number was higher, not the 130%, but the PED's amount sold, then I'd say it was a really good, worthwhile thing to look out for. About this one is the turquoise. Again, if this had a lot more, then this would be a pretty good thing to look out for. But it's not on the top priorities list. You might be able to sell it to other players though, so that's like off of the auction, so that's always a good option. Inferior cloth extractor, right? So for the month, it sold 787.3, says 37, but we'll say 38 PED. at 281.69%. That's fucking amazing. Obviously someone sold for a lot less, but that is pretty good in my books. See this one. Basic wood extractor. It doesn't sell for that much. Well, sorry, it doesn't sell that much. But when you can sell it, you could sell it for an okay markup. So if you could sell it to another player, then cool. But if you're able to utilize it in crafting, then even better. Diluted mineral extractor. Let's look at this bad boy. See, now this is a good one. 538.91%. 538.91%. And for the month it sold 360, PED. So there is a high markup, right? It's high markup, high value, but it doesn't sell that much. So there's probably only a handful of people that are out looking for this, right? Thyroid oil. Just like the other oils, it doesn't sell for a lot, but it sells a lot. It doesn't sell for a lot, but it does sell a lot. So, it's up to you if you want to keep it for crafting or anything like that, then by all means, it's a brilliant thing to do. If you need it for crafting, then keep it aside. Hekia timber. Doesn't sell for that much, and I think there's only been one sale for the entire month. So it's one of those things where it may or may not be worth it. We'll have to look, because when I was looking the other day, it was only for the year and decade that was here, right? So this is like today could be the only day so far in the entire year that it has sold at all. So we will wait and see. We will wait and see. Socket component, socket 1 component, let's have a look. Again, sells for a lot. The markup is okay, you get 100 PED worth, you could sell it for around about 104, 105. So that's not bad. Now, the real goodie is this Tiarak hide. Right, 176.15% markup. And it sold 1.3k PED this month. This is a really good item to hunt for. And it's, relatively common. So if you're going to be hunting, if you're on Arkadia hunting, if you're able to, go and hunt some Tiarak for a while. Drop a few hundred PED into a hunt, see what you come out with. But that's all from me for today, guys. Just gonna put this fruit in there. Now I have tested, or I have looked at selling stuff on the auction house. Certain things I'm able to sell on the auction house, which is cool. Like some of the hides and all that sort of stuff I'm able to sell on the auction house. So I'll definitely be looking into selling stuff on the auction house while I'm here. Some stuff I will wait until I have bigger stacks to try to sell. And yeah, we'll just see how things go. But anyway, guys, hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure you click the like button, make sure you subscribe. I am trying to get my numbers up there. But in the coming weeks, I will be pumping out a lot of content. I'll be doing a lot of Let's Plays. I'll be doing some streaming. There will still be Entropia universe content. But it will be one of those things where, it won't be all the time, but it will still be there. Anyway, guys, hope you're all doing well. I'll see you in the next one.